Hey, sweeties, it's your girl Candy, and you're watching Sweet Addictions TV. Yes, honey. And y'all all know my sister Whitney.
How you doing? How you been?
So, we're going to jump right into the rant, Shab. Let me see. Okay. Now, there was this chick named, well, they just have a last name, Morris. She's 32 years old. Now, her prison time. Oh, okay. So she's locked up in prison now, but only for 1 year. And y'all gonna see why I think 1 year is bullshit. Okay. What she did was, she was like, you know how you get together, you have like cards, spades, dominoes. So everybody would get together and play those. So of course, all the moms knew each other. Well, on like New Year's Eve or times when everybody wanted to go out, she would volunteer to watch the kids. Right. And a lot of their kids was like 13, 14, 15. Kids I think, 15, 16, they could stay ass at home by themselves, or whatever. So 13, 14, 15, or whatever, she would always be the one who would watch all the kids. Well, one day, her and one of the moms fell out, started arguing, and she blurts out, "That's why I've been having sex with your kid." 32. Knocking off a 14-year-old. It gets worse. Come to find out, when she knocked off the 14-year-olds, it was 2 at the same time. She let them fuck her in every way possible. This is what it says, in every different way. She let 2 14-year-olds run a train on her, 32 years old. She claims it was because she had drunk a half a gallon of vodka and smoked some weed. But here's my thing. Because she said if she wouldn't have been drunk, inebriated, ain't that the right word? Yeah. She would have never done it. But I don't believe that, because how you gonna get in an argument with the mother and then say
it out?
Right.
Like,
so,
haha, bitch, I got you.
Oh, no, wait. It gets worse. Wondering how this could possibly get worse? This bitch has HIV. And she's been sleeping with these teenage boys. Now, they're saying the mothers are concerned if their kid got something. But this is where I said I don't understand how she only got a year, because that's attempted murder. Yeah. So I guess even if they didn't get it, that's still attempted murder. She slept with them knowing she had HIV. So I'm confused on how this lady got 1 year. Right. That's all she got. She got 1 year.
Did you? Oh, that's disgusting. And that's wrong. Have you been reading the news? There's an influx of women sleeping with teenagers.
Yeah, a lot of teachers
and
next door neighbors. I don't know what the hell going on.
People who are really close with them children. I don't care how old you are, how old them little boys think they are, or anything. Sleeping with a child
just trifling as fuck. Then she gonna tell the judge, "I apologize for the pain that I've caused. I know my actions were irresponsible." She blamed it on her bad habits for the incident. I would have never have done it intentionally. Yeah, okay.
Bump that, because alcohol, it may loosen your inhibitions, but you always remember what you do. You may not want to, but you always do, unless you drink to the point where you black out. If you black out, you black out. You can't have no types of sex.
Yeah, it was some bullshit.
Yeah. Did you hear about the pastor in Atlanta? I think he's in Clayton County or Fulton County, that's been sleeping with his members of his congregation, and he has HIV. Child, I ain't gonna worry with me. Everybody up here, if you have AIDS, I understand that you still want to have sex life, stuff like that. 1, you're supposed to disclose it. 2, there are safe ways for you to protect yourself. There's ways that you can, dental dams, condoms. That's all you need, really. And if you don't have dental dams, saran wrap. Don't have condoms? Go get you some. You can get some free ones. You can't replace a condom. Female condoms.
But then it's even worse, because not even with an adult who can choose to be like, let me get some. But she knocked these little kids off. Like, what the fuck? She wouldn't have made it to jail. I would have killed that hoe the day she said I was fucking your little kid.
Just all up in your jugular.
I got room in my backyard, bitch. You may join the others. Anyway.
I got lime in my closet, boy.
Just a mess.
I can't do it. Oh my goodness.
So, next is another trifling ass lady. She wasn't knocking them off, but the bitch was crazy. She's 50 years old. She was arrested because basically a family she was a daycare operator or whatever. And this family dropped their 2-year-old off. Once they came back to get the 2-year-old, the 2-year-old was like unresponsive. So, I mean, she was like basically like,
brain dead.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Not brain dead, but just like hello, so they took her to the hospital and she tested positive for weed. So she was fucked up in the game. That's why she couldn't talk. She was on that sticky icky. So they find out who had the baby last before the parents, and they was like, the daycare lady. Now, here's the part where I kind of blame the parents as well. And this is why I say this, because when they went to go to the daycare had rats everywhere. It was dirty. There were knives just sitting on tables where kids would pick them up. They had
what city is this in?
California.
Nope.
So they said, oh my goodness, where's it at? She had you know, rats everywhere. It was trifling. It was trifling. They said it had no functioning toilets or electricity, and the kitchen was shabby. It was littered with dirty diapers, and the knives just sitting on top, you know, where a kid can come by and pick it up. And the food wasn't properly cared for, and it was just trifling, just nasty. So my thing is this.
Who would leave their child in
Thank you, because when you walk in, you won't see stinking ass diapers and rats and knives, and that's just ridiculous.
And
so
you can smell it.
they ass whoop for leaving their baby at this type of place. And then they're trying to figure out if the baby ate the weed, or if the lady was smoking it with it. So the lady is now locked up with $100,000 bond.
Whose other children was she watching to be?
Obviously, it was quite a few. It's a daycare, but my thing is, if I walk in and I would have seen the shit that they just described, I would walk my black ass back out.
Never. And I would have reported you to the health code.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Reported you to the police. But have you heard about the people who's been shooting up their children with drugs? Heroin and cocaine. What is wrong with people? I can't fathom.
I wish there was some type of
bubble.
Something that where people just, if you aren't allowed to have kids, they just take your organs out. Take your reproductive shit. Just take it out. They gotta just put their ass to sleep, take shit out, because these motherfuckers are crazy.
And I just
What about the one you was talking about where she threw the boiling water on them as a punishment?
No. This is what happened. This lady was arguing with her husband or something or whatever. She took water and threw boiling water at her husband. Some got on her child. They did not take the child to the hospital. They put him in the closet when they had a welfare check. You know, they was already in trouble with defects, so a welfare person, and you know, welfare check, see if everything cool. Put him in the closet. Turns out this baby had third-degree burns on 8% of his body, and they weren't healing because they didn't take him to the hospital. Apparently, they didn't clean it well. There's also 3 other children in the house. I'm like,
Lord. They were in the closet too?
No. They were out and about. And have you read about, it's not just poor people. There was this millionaire, he died. But they finally got his children out of there. He's been keeping his children in his basement, chained. His the housekeepers and stuff, they once he died and whatever, and the kids got out, they were like, yeah, he been keeping them kids down there. He would throw them food.
Wait, the housekeepers knew?
Yeah.
Oh, they need their ass locked up too.
But he was a multi-millionaire, so I guess they felt some kind of way they couldn't disclose something. I don't care what it is.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't care how many there's some psychotic people in this world who should not have children, who should not be near children, who should not be interacting with children. They don't have to be sexual predators. They can be abusive.
It's fucking assholes.
Just wrong in so many types of ways. And yet and still, there's some gay people who shouldn't have children. Next thing. I'm over it.
Well, for the newbies who don't know your ass is gay, what she meant was how people are saying gay people can't have children, but yet all these crazy fuckers are. I guess she meant adopting them. So yeah, but yeah, it's just some crazy shit.
Like there's actually, on my Ask FM, this lady was like, well, you know, she asked me a question. She said, how do you feel about gays and lesbians having children? Because some of my friends feel like it's alright for me being gay, but me having children, that's another step too far that I shouldn't have taken. And I'm up here like, okay, one, I feel that gay people, they're the most ideal people to have children because they plan for children. They just can't accidentally pop up pregnant. Nobody gay can be like, oops, my bad. Pregnant. Honey, surprise. No, you got to actually plan for this. Be like, I want a child. Then if you're not going to actually biologically going to have a child, you got to take steps through adoption. And then you got to go through more steps than what people more than regular people have to, because they see you as gay. They already see you as something that ain't natural. So it's a lot of stuff. Then people up here like, oh, gay people should have kids. But all these motherfuckers who are crazy, illiterate, delinquent, everything, just wrong with them, able to have kids because they biologically can. It's just so sad because these kids. I was watching Cold Case, and this lady, she got caught finally after like 13 years, but she had 7 kids and she had 3 more, but she just killed she killed 3 of them after she had them. One by stuffing a towel down its throat when it was newborn. The other one, I forgot. I think she just left them in a water or somewhere in the desert to die. And I'm like, they're just killing them.
I think where they put a lot. I don't know if they put like the gay women through as much as they put gay men through, because I saw somewhere where they had 2 gay guys had. Well, let me make sure this don't. Like I was saying, I saw where 2 gay guys they had went overseas to adopt because I guess it's easier. But what the fucked up thing that happened is what I guess a lot of people have in their mind when they think of 2 gay men adopting is he was adopting these kids, but he was molesting them. He was molesting and they was like giving him, he had like 3, 4 boys, and he was molesting them, and they got him and his partner got in trouble for adopting these overseas boys and having sex with them. Unless they said that some of them was as little as 5, and they was getting them in, it was just horrible.
Yeah, and that's fucked up. But those ain't the norm of gay people. That's just like a regular person can adopt kids and molest them and have sex with them. They're just some sick people out there.
Yeah. And in any way
possible, every race, every social status, every case. It's just, there's sick people out there, and I can't. There's an influx of it, and with our background as dealing with children, with our background, is the fact that I won't allow anybody to watch my nieces or nephews. I've gotten in trouble recently where I said I want to go babysit for when she was supposed to leave and go somewhere, and I wanted to babysit my niece and nephew because she ain't have nobody else. My boss told me, like, that's not my problem, that's her problem. I wanted to cuss him out, but it's my job and I need my job. So I was like, all right, fine, okay. But the thing is,
you made that story up.
Yes, I did.
I ain't had nobody else.
I did make that story up, but this is the point.
Because she was trying to get off.
This is the point.
That nigga said that.
But I just worked 118 hours for him.
I would have cussed him out. In 1 week.
In 1 week, I worked 118 hours for him because his mother died in Korea. So he had to go to Korea. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, da-da-da. But the thing is that, one, most people don't know who you got in this world and what you've been through. If I have a child now, I would never send them to daycare. Not until they can speak coherently. If you can tell me where if someone touches you in a spot that they're not supposed to be touching you, that's when I'll let you go out into this world. Before that, I'm not going to, because there's really that many sick people that I don't care if they family. I don't care if they
I don't trust
new
nobody.
people. I don't.
Like 3 people.
I don't. To this day right now, only people, if I have a child, you know who's gonna watch her? My sister, my mama, my wife. That's it. That's it. I can't do it, especially if I'm not there. I have friends I have a friend who's a horrible mother. Not saying she just neglects.
I got a few family members are horrible as fuck.
I can't do it, and I can see how you treat your own children. I can't. Not with you.
But you know what's crazy? I don't know if you remember years ago, with Mama's first husband. I don't know. Do you remember his cousin? We used to go over her house all the time. She had those 3 kids
with the little doll houses and the big doll houses, and they had. I remember who you talked about.
She would beat the fuck out of her kids. Beat the fuck out of them. She had 2 boys and a girl, and the girl was so fucking smart. This movie was younger, but she would beat their ass. She would treat me like fucking gold. Do you understand me? And I used to be like, what the fuck? You know, I mean, she would make like Grand's biscuits and shit, you know, cinnamon rolls, and her kids would ask. She'd say, no, I asked. She'd be like, yeah. You know, I don't know if because she thought Mama would beat the fuck out of her, but I mean, she would heads up with their ass. And this is like when they was 10, 11, and 12 and shit. She would just pop, pop, pop. I know they got that bitch in her home right now. Or they got her like angry black woman, you know, when she was Angry Diary of a Mad Black Woman, when he got in a wheelchair and she's like, you want something to eat? She's like, well, maybe you should get up and go get it then. Like, I bet you that's how they treat that bitch. You want to take a bath? Cause you stink. Man, throw the bitch into. I know they doing her like that cause that bitch was evil. I used to feel so bad for them because I would hate that she would. I really like, even as a kid, you know, most kids be like, hey, I'm spaghetti. No, I felt so bad because she would fucking fox them like they was some bitches on the street at 11s and shit.
Oh my God, did you see? Okay, on World Star Hip Hop, there's this woman fought her daughter like she was a bitch on the street. She and the girls saying
Jamaican chick.
No, they were American. I'm telling you, I had it on Facebook. Okay, it starts off with this video. This other grown woman is videotaping it, mind you. This girl and her friend or whoever is sitting on the porch.
She was Jamaican. She had on a ratchet ass outfit. And she was stomping her head into the ground.
Yeah, she didn't sound Jamaican. She sounded like she was straight from the U.S. motherfucking A. And I was just like, there should have been 3 motherfuckers arrested that day. One, the bitch who came, the 2 bitches that came with the mama. The one videotaping it and decided to put it up on World Star Hip Hop. And the mama. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your daughter did.
But you know what? I was listening to it. I thought it was the mama too. But then, I don't know if I let Patch. Somebody else I let listen to, and they was like, no, listen. The person that you can't see on the tape is the one saying, Mama, that's enough. Mama, that's enough. So I think it was the girl, she was whooping her ass, wasn't her kid, but it was like a kid. It was like a young teenager. But they saying the girl, where you hear, Mom, that's enough, Mama, that it was a girl off camera. But like, I guess the little girl was running her mouth, but she was a little girl. And I mean, she stomped that little girl. Oh my goodness.
She's hitting her, she stomped her on her face, her head, she's pulling her hair, bringing her head on the ground. I'm like, really? Is that what we come to? Is that really? That's what we've come to.
Pretty much. If people can fight, nobody want to stop it. All they're going to do is take out their cell phone and yell, World Star. That's what it's going to be.
And I'm just like, that's so sick because people can die in a fight. Mm-hmm. You can die. There's little kids.
Get hit with that one hit a quitter.
Hit on your nose, your neck, your jugular. You can die. You can die.
It's a mess out here. So I guess the moral of this video is, bitches, get a clue.
Treat your children like they are children. Like they are the precious gifts that you were given. Honestly. Like,
sad part is, this shit is going to go on every day, everywhere. So all we can do is pray.
Like, have you seen the stuff in India where they just been raping them little girls? One of them died.
They do a lot of shit in India. They married off a little baby. They married off a baby to a grown ass man. Like, I'm like, why would a grown ass man marry a baby? Then one was like, she looked like she was 5. They married, their parents have married these kids off these grown. It's just sick shit. We can go on and on about this shit. So, as always, thanks for watching. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a mother-sucking friend, baby, to subscribe. And follow your girl on Twitter. Yes, honey. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Again, Instagram, you want me to follow you back? No problem. Just leave a comment on one of my pictures, and after the comment, leave like a FB or FW, and I will follow you back. Yes, indeed.
You can follow me on Instagram at Rashawn vs. Wicked. You have to request me because my page is private, and I always follow back.
All right, sweeties. We out.
Peace.